everybody, this is Tambio and I'm back with another Transformers video review. And as you can see, here is the 2015 Botcon souvenir figure set. This year's theme is Cybertron's Most Wanted. This video is actually brought to you by CybertronZElite, which is a Transformers fan group in San Antonio, Texas. Specifically, I want to thank Cole. He's the one that actually went to Botcon and brought these back so that I could review these. So thank you very much. If you do live in the San Antonio area, go ahead. I'm going to have links up in the description to CybertronZElite's Facebook page. So I know we post monthly meetings on there. So if you want to get involved, you can meet us. We'd love to meet you guys. We're pretty much always at the Ekman's Toy Show. So if you ever go to that, look us up. More than likely, we're going to have a table there. We're going to be showing off some things, selling some things. You can definitely get some information and just say hi to us. So here's the box. It's actually very reminiscent of, I guess, like a private investigator kind of desk where you have the different mug shots and stuff, and then you have a coffee cup with some Energon in there and a digital pencil and such. So that's on the front, and then you come around to the side right here, and then you have all the different figures. And this box is very long. So let me see if I can get this in here. Yeah, so you can see all five of the figures that are actually in here. So you got Megatron, Oil Master, Maximal Pack Rat, Battle Trap, and Autobot Stepper. So those are all the figures that are in here. And then on this side, it's basically the same thing. And on the bottom, you have this right here. It's manufactured under the Tomei company, Hasbro, such like that. Once again, the what figures are in here, the actual dates of the con, the dates that were the con, and then basically the same exact thing on this side. And then on the back, you just have that textured black matted, kind of looks like leather type thing that all the convention boxes have, and the souvenir boxes actually have. So I'm going to go ahead and go in order as they're listed on the actual box itself. So the first one that I'm going to go ahead and review is going to be Megatron. So let me go ahead and get this box open so you can actually see the figures inside. It's very airtight, and so you have this black foam in here just like every other release. So let me bring this back up because I actually lowered it down. So these are all the figures that are inside. You know what, I'll prop this up. I don't think anything, oh, that actually fell out the pin. Let's see if I can get it bounced in there. I had problems with that on my set last year that I bought. I didn't actually go to Botcon, but I actually bought the set. So there's that. You know what? Maybe I'll tip it back just a little bit. So you have all your figures here. You have your Megatron along with his accessories, and I'll get into that on his review. You have your Oil Master, you have your Pack Rat, you have your Battle Trap, and then you have your Autobot Stepper. So, and then this is the pin right here. I don't know if he actually got the first day pin. He didn't include that in there, and he didn't include the certificate of authenticity or the comic book. So I don't actually have those to show those off. So let me go ahead and pull out the figure that I'm going to review in this video. So it's going to be Megatron. And so this Megatron, he's actually a little bit of a retool, but mainly a repaint of Prime Arms Micron Silas Breakdown. This is a Japanese release, and I think it was exclusive to Japan because you can actually see all the ports that were in there for the Arms Microns. The Arms Microns that he comes with are, you have Scalpel here, which is the white Magi. So you have Scalpel here, then you have Heavyweight, and you have Boombox here. So you have all these weapons, and these all kind of resemble Megatron's normal weaponry. Like this right here, Boombox, he actually turns into like the Energon flail or the Energon mace type thing. So you have that, and that's why it's this strange pink color, because it's supposed to be that energy mace that he has. And then this is supposed to be his cannon, and then this right here is actually supposed to be Scalpel from the Transformers movie, because this guy, he's kind of an homage to the, I think it's Dark of the Moon Megatron, but he has a little bit of a different face. So you have this, and then this part is supposed to be like the tanker part back here, and they kind of painted it a little weird. But it's not a bad figure for, you know, it's not a bad repaint for the figure. The figure is not bad at all. It's just, he's a little bulky. I can see where they used, or why they used this mold for the truck mode, but he's a little weird for robot mode, and I'll show you that off in just a little bit. So before we get into transformation and stuff, he does come with a couple of things. He does have his instructions, so they are black and white instructions. And then he does have his tech spec card type thing. So it has his technical data and his little bio here. So let me go ahead and bring this in, and okay, that should be clear. So you can go ahead and pause that and read it at your own leisure if you want to. And then he has his technical data up here. He has a +10 in intellect and a 10 in rank and a 10 in fire blast. So he's pretty powerful. He's not maxed out like normally Megatron would normally be, like maxed out in all of his stuff. But let's come over here. So we'll show this guy. Go ahead and show off some of him, and he's very. I like this these paint apps that they added in here. I don't know if this is supposed to be dirt or if it's supposed to be rust, but it looks pretty nice. You know, it's a nice little touch that they added all this into there. So, and then you have the chrome grill right here, and they didn't chrome this out, but they did paint it with a silver paint. So these guys, you can put these things on here wherever you like, whatever you want to do with them. But I'll go ahead and show off transformation. So basically, first we want to do is we want to click this and pop this up. So you see that there's a tab here, and then there's two tabs here. So this tab goes into here, and then these two go into these pieces right here. So you just want to bring that up for right now, and then you want to bring this down a little bit, kind of pull this out. So you'll see that there's a clip right here, and then there's a little tab that goes into here. So you just pull this down, and like that, and we'll do that with this side too. So like that. And then we want to kind of lift this up just a little bit so that we can clear space for the feet. So like that. And once we have that done, then you want to take and rotate this around like that. It kind of went a little fast, but then once you do that, then you want to bring this all the way up. And once you bring that all the way up, you're going to see right. I'll show you on this side. See, there's a little notch right here, or a little channel right here, and then there's a notch right here. And so you'll take that and then push that in like that, and it clips it together. So you take and go like that and push it up. Make sure you push it all the way up, and then push that in like that. Alright, and then we'll rotate this around. And now we have the feet, and so that's done. So we'll kind of bring this up to the arms up here. So this right here, you want to take this part right here and actually split the cab apart. And you see that this stuff will kind of start coming apart. You want to kind of pull this stuff apart a little bit, go like that. And then you want to take and rotate this arm down like this. Pull it around this and then just rotate it down like that. And then you can rotate these up like that. And then you want to pull, actually, okay, like this, out like this, and these kind of rotate around a little bit, and you want to rotate these up and rotate this up, and then you can then tab all this together like that, like that, like that. Alright, and then what you want to do with this, the hood, then you see that there's a split right here, and you want to split that apart. And you can already see Megatron's head right here. So then you push this down, and then you see that there's a couple of things. There's this little notch in here, notch right here, and then there's two kind of tabbies in the purple portion where my fingers are. And then there's, if you look at this, never noticed that before, but if you look at this, there's a ridge right under here where my thumb is. You want to take that, and you'll see that it'll clip over that. So flip the arms down like that, and then you want to rotate, and then rotate, and then you take this part and flip this all the way around into here, and then you'll see the fists. And then this part right here, you'll see that there's a notch right here, and then a hole right here. Clip that in, and then just flip that like that. It makes a little backpack. And see, he's a little bulky for a Megatron, so that's why I said robot mode isn't really suited for him. But you can definitely see that the car mode is. So you have his little arms microns. I can show you how to transform these. So he's this guy right here makes kind of three weapons. So he makes the flail, and that's really easy to transform. So you just have that, and then he makes a gun. So if you take that and you pop that like that, then he has a gun. So you can take and put that like that, and it's supposed to be like a 4-barrel gun. Or you can actually transform him into like some kind of monkey type thing. If you take and flip this like that, then you have feet, and then you flip this like this, and you have your hands. So he makes like almost like a little monkey, some kind of animal type thing. So yeah, so that's heavyweight right there. And then scalpel. So you have a weapon mode, which is basically just this, and this was the weapon that this figure originally came with. So you have this right here, and that makes like a little weapon, and then he becomes a kind of praying mantis type thing when you flip all this stuff out. So there you go. He's like see, he looks like a little bit like a mantis. He has like a mantis hand, and he has these things. He is really white though, so hopefully that'll come through. And then you have Boombox right here, which is the iconic kind of Megatron sidearm or fusion cannon. So you can flip this out, and it makes like a little kind of like bandolier for it. And then he turns into kind of a gorilla or ape looking thing. You take this and you just flick these around to the other side like that, and you flip this down. You take these and you flip this around, and then this becomes his head. So you can see, there we go, like that. And you take this, flip this down, and then open these up, and then you have Boombox in his kind of monkey mode. Actually, whenever I got him out, this head was actually on upside down. It was actually, so you can take and pop that off and have it like this, and it was actually upside down. So I actually had to pop this off and then rotate it around like this. I don't know if that's going to be the same for all the sets, but you have to rotate that around so his head's not upside down. So you can take this. There's not very many places that you can actually put this on so that it would be a little accurate. The only place in the front or on the side of his arm is this part right here, and that's really too close to the front. So if you wanted to, you can actually go like this and do it, but then he has no arm, or he has no hand. So you can also take and peg it right here, and then it'll kind of be on the top of his arm. Then for the flail, you can just take this and you can put it anywhere. You can put it right here. You can put it as a hand. You know, and those are really his kind of iconic weapons. And then this guy right here is just, I think they really added it just because there was a scalpel in the movie that he was in. And this is a new head sculpt, and I forgot to show that off. It is more of a kind of a animated type head, so I guess really this would be a animated version of maybe the Dark of the Moon Megatron. I'm not really sure. I've kind of looked up these figures to see what they were trying to get at on these, and I couldn't really find much on him. So just mainly what I grasped from the unveiling video is what, you know, basically I'm telling you. So for his articulation, we'll go ahead and show that off. His head's on a ball joint, so up and down, left and right. Then you come here and you have a ball joint right here in the arm. So you go forward, you can go back, and you can kind of do some different things with it. But mainly the outward motion is in here. So you can go out about that far, and you can't go all the way up because it kind of gets a little hindered by these pieces right here on the shoulder. Then you have your elbow. You don't think you have anything on the wrist. Yeah, don't have anything on the wrist. You're going to have a waist swivel. So you got your waist swivel right here. And then you have a ball joint at the hips. So forward, back, out to the side because there's a cut in there. Then you have your swivel right here. You have your knees, which is less than 90 degrees. And then you have your foot, which you can only basically bend down. You can bend it up a little bit, but mainly there's a down. So once again, like I said, he's not a very bad figure. I think he's more suited for his vehicle mode than he is for this mode right here. It's nice that they added the kind of iconic weapons, but he never had those weapons in the movie. So I'm not really sure why they decided they wanted to go ahead and add those. But it's, you know, some extra pieces. So, you know, I'm not going to complain about it. I really do dig the rust or the mud kind of paint job that they did onto it. That's nice little added touch. So with that, I'll go ahead and conclude this review of Megatron. Don't forget to check out my other videos because I have all the figures in the box. We have all three of the souvenir sets, the attendee figure, and also the customization class figure. So look out for those. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. This has been Tambiota, and I'll see you guys next time.